Welcome back, guys. Today's session is another one in our sciatica series. So this is combining mobility and strength. We're going to be focusing on the hips and the pelvis to do a lot of that preventative work so we can not have those nerve impingements, right, of the sciatica. So we are going to jump right into a quadruped position. So that is this position here. And we're gonna do these rock backs and then come forward. Rock back, come forward. And we're just gonna hit a minute of these. These are just working through the hips, and you can rock back a little bit further, almost getting into a deep squat here. Come back, almost heels touching the floor, and then come forward. Right, we're just working through that deep flexion of the hips. Again, keeping that back flat as you move forward. Oh, yep, this feels great. Here we go. We got about 10 more seconds. And we got a couple more here. Last one. All right, we're gonna stand up here. I'm gonna move back so you guys can see me, and we're gonna go through Cossack squat. So we're getting into a nice wide stance here. Toes pointed forward as much as you can. And we're just gonna come back into our Cossack squat, getting as deep as we can, going through as full range of motion as we can. All right, we got a minute of this. Working back and forth, strengthening those hips, but we're also working through, again, that full range of motion, and we're strengthening through lengthening. Okay, so we're going back and forth. We're a little more than halfway done. Keep it going. I know this is a little bit tougher, but it's good for us. Here we go. All right, we got about 10 more seconds. Last one here. And come up nice and strong. All right, we're gonna move back to the floor. We're gonna get into the world's greatest stretch here. So we're gonna bring ourselves into a nice deep lunge, okay? We're gonna bring that back knee off the floor, all right? We're gonna bring our elbow to the inside of that foot, and we're gonna open up for a nice big twist. And we're gonna come down, touch that elbow to the floor again, and then open up for a nice big twist. All right, back down, moving through this nice range of motion. All right, we're getting deep flexion in that front leg of the hip, and we got a nice deep stretch in the back hip flexor. All right, we're gonna do one more of these, and then we're switching sides. All right, and push back, nice and controlled, and we're switching sides, bringing that other leg in front of us. Okay, back knee off the floor, my elbow comes to the inside of my foot, and then I'm opening up, nice big twist. And I'm coming back down, opening up, back down. Halfway here. Again, take these nice and controlled. Don't try to move through these too fast. We got 2 more here. Last one. Open up nice and big. And come back. Last thing, we're standing back up again. All right, I'm gonna get back into frame. We got standing hip cars. So these are controlled articular rotations, all right? Cars for short. All we're doing is bringing One knee up, right? Pointed out to the side, bringing it forward, bringing it down, side, forward, down, all right? Working through that circle or that controlled rotation, okay? Also working on balance here, all right? Okay, if you have to hold on to something on the side, go for it. I unfortunately have nothing to either side of me to hold on to, but working through that full range of motion of the hip. Again, keep that core nice and tight as you work through these. We got 3 more of these here. That's 2, 1 more. There we go. And we're gonna switch sides, all right? Knees pointing down, bring it out to the side, bring it forward, all right? Work through that motion. We got a minute to finish these off, and then we're done here. Nice and slow. Really working through that full range of motion in the hip. If you hear what sounds like granola crunching around in the hip, that's okay. Nothing to be alarmed about. I have that too. You just need to work through these more and more, and that will dissipate. All right. All right, we got about 15 more seconds. Here we go. Last few. We got 1 more after this. Here we go, last one. All right. Whew. Okay, so that is our functional flow for sciatica prevention. All right, we're combining the mobility and the strength piece, working through full range of motion to really safeguard and protect and prevent those nerve impingements that happen. All right, so share this with your friends. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, and I also have some other videos in the sciatica series, so if you're looking for a stretch, we got one of those. If you're looking for more core activation and stability in that whole core, we got a couple videos for that. All right, this is the strength and mobility piece. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I will see you in the next video.